talking about it on SHEABABYTV.
For the vibes, make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel. If you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that SHEABABY's bringing to the table, make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes.
It's like total domestic
Sometimes
bliss.
you gotta come get me from where I'm at, though. Sometimes I don't want to go home. She's just like,
oh, she gotta come grab you.
Right.
She was in court supporting you, right?
Yeah.
That must have meant something to you.
Absolutely.
There's this song on the record that is like so raw, where you guys are basically just singing to each other.
Yeah.
So confessional that I was like, I wonder if they thought twice about sharing this with people.
Nah. It's
No?
music. It's just like, there's people all over the world going through that.
It felt very intimate though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is something there that relate to you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you hear,
It's
right.
good.
All right, that's your point, right? That's art.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's like you're putting a lot of yourself out there in that art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's your job.
You think so?
As an artist, that's your job. What else is to talk about? You want to talk about clothes and shoes, or you want to talk about real things? Like things that people could feel forever and like come see, you know?
Yeah, although there's a great tradition of
Right.
songs about clothes and shoes too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Sometimes you gotta do that too. I do that to like keep people up to par with what to wear.
Yeah.
So the young guys that's looking up to me that want to know what coat this is and what thermals these are, those.
You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million. Boy, I ain't fucked a white girl about 15, 20 years. When I do fuck a white girl, she gonna be a hoe. About a bona fide hoe. A stomp down hoe. Matter of fact, she might be a porn star or a but she ain't gonna be no square. This ain't right. Come on over here. See, this is why I be in the strip club having fun with them hoes. Cause Jesus kept a hoe named Mary Magdalene. Hoe got to walk with Jesus and his 12 disciples. A didn't get to hang out with the Savior. Only a hoe did. So I know how important a hoe is. You niggas better learn and start appreciate hoe and leave them pretty bitches alone. I'm telling you, he in the gym working out, looking like a big old black slave with them sweatpants on. Little white girl say you got a baby in your drawer. Girl say your dick is a
God. You don't believe that you're a goddess. You don't believe that you have the power, so you want to dilute your power by collaboration with this motherfucker who don't even fuck with you. Who don't even fuck with you. Because it's not in their nature to fuck with you. You see? And for the white motherfuckers who don't understand, it's not in their nature. So even he might not know, but it's not in his nature. So I don't give a fuck about reprogramming him. Right? It's not in their nature. This is why the white man has been the most unagreeable, disagreeable person on the fucking planet. He don't get along with nobody. It's not in their nature to love. See? And because I love myself, I'm not concerned with who don't love me or who love me or trying to make this motherfucker comfortable around me. Fuck the white man. Fuck the Palestinians. Fuck the Chinese man. Fuck them all. If you ain't black, fuck you. I'm on it like that. And I don't want no white friends. I don't want no white acceptance. Because we ain't accepted anyway. See, it's about keeping it real. See, we keep it real with each other, but keep it fake with them. You walk into a white neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah. Sound like him. Yo, I'm on an interview. Yeah, I'm on an interview, and they was asking me a question about earn your leisure, and I was saying that any one of my brothers abroad that's doing something positive and constructive without compromise, they have my full support. So this is 19 Keys.
That's a fact.
Yes, it's official.
So brother, I want you to tell them real quick, because I got you on camera and you on speakerphone. Tell them about Supermind Coffee and what you got going on.
I appreciate it, man. I don't know what the name of the platform is, but I know my good brother Smart on there. Y'all trying to spread some good ideas.
That's a fact, my boy.
Yes, sir.
The Supermind, man, is really adaptogenic mushrooms. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about mental defense. We living in an era where there's cognitive warfare on our minds. We can't focus, can't think. You feel me? And the most susceptible populations are the ones that's manipulated the most. So for me, on a biological level, on a psychological level, on a financial level, it's just about building that resilience in the mind and fortifying oneself. So every product is a representation of that. You feel me? So we've been setting up to where we got coffee meetups, because it's also like basically having consciousness in a cup. But then that goes into the conversations that we have. There's more clarity when we speaking, and it's a ritual that everybody should have to where we intentional, you feel me, about self-development and what we drink and what we eat and, you know, our information diets, you feel me, to our physical one. So, you know, it just goes into the collective of, at this age, we got to have super minds, especially when artificial intelligence is trying to place ours.
Yeah, and so that's my brother, and the reason why it's not like a brother. Reason why I wanted to publicly, you know, because I've been publicly in the past critical of my brother, right? And I got to give you public credit and public apology, my brother. You know I'm sorry for that. And I think he taught me something, right? And what he taught me is when you have the intention to build for your people, lead with the intention and allow Allah to connect you when it's time to be connected, right?
Facts.
So I know, a lot of times,
That's what I'm saying, putting your 10,000 hours in.
yeah, but I felt like, because my brother, he's working. I'm like, damn, I want to, I should, you need me in that room, right? But no, he has to do what he's doing over there.
He has to do his work.
I have to do my work over here.
And y'all meet where y'all supposed to.
And when Allah decides to join the force, then it'll happen.
Facts.
But yeah, shout out to, he going to put Starbucks out of business, by the way. All right, my brother, what's up? Shout out to him.
Good look for the love, my boy.
Yes, sir. Peace to 19 Keys. Well,
That's a fact. Yeah, so the reason, I understand with the whole thing about the whole Kanye West thing. The only reason why I brought him up was he was talking about he got robbed. I'm saying, I don't know. Is that what you're talking about?
Let's
like owning your own?
Next topic, man. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like next topic.
So how do you prevent, for guys, for my guys like myself, I'm trying to get to the next level. It's crazy because those people that you want people to avoid, it's like they have a hold onto the game. Can you teach? How do people get around those people? Because I don't want to be around those people, but it's like
it's not about, again, like I said, look, next question, right? But everything is about mindset. So what my brother 19 Keys was talking about, he has it's almost like a nootropic, right? And he has a coffee company, Supermind Coffee. It's a phenomenal product. He has a strong platform, and now he's creating something that we can consume, but through that consumption, we're empowering not only our brother, but the people that is in his private immediate circle and coalition, right? And then now, when that gets to a Starbucks position, now there's gonna be my brother right here, who he's building the next KFC, right? And then now it's about duplicating and multiplying. And we are now in the times of David and Goliath, right? Technology is the slingshot, but the rock inside the slingshot is collaboration, and the collaboration has to be horizontal, not vertical, meaning peer-to-peer, brother-to-brother. Right. So, LeBron James doesn't have more power than you. Jay-Z doesn't have more power than you. Elon Musk doesn't have more power than me. When we're all unified and working together. And it's not about external, it's about internal. Right? That's why we talked about CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Understanding that, how you think creates how you feel. Right? How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. We have to understand neuroscience and physiology and how our bodies work. Right?
So question.
Yeah.
What would end up being the physical tool to get people aligned with what you're talking about right now? I know as like the coffee, I guess the main ingredient was the mushroom. Was it not? I heard him mention the mushroom.
Well, I don't want to speak on ingredients because because he's in a leadership position for his brand. Right. What I'll say this is, let's go back to the mantra. How you think creates how you feel. Right. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. You have to focus on you, and then what comes to you is for you and will be of use to you. So what happens is we're so focused on everything else but ourselves and what we can do, because we've been conditioned not to value who we are and what we have in terms of tools and resources. You have to be grateful for who you are, and then you amplify what you have, and then you apply that, and then you have to have intention, right? So that intention creates a vibration, and then people come to you based upon what you're doing, not your expectation, right?
Because they feel the vibration.
Yeah, right? So what happens is we're conditioned to pray incorrectly. Prayer is not about what you verbalize, it's what you apply. Prayer is the actions you take. The answer to your prayer is the results you receive based upon the actions you take. But God is not going to answer your prayer if you take an action, but your intentions are wrong.
Facts.
So if you have good intentions, right? You have positive intentions, and the law is pleased by your intentions, then he will answer your prayer and allow you to receive the results that you expect to receive based upon the actions that you take. So when you have an expectation for someone to come without putting in any work, well, that's entitlement and being delusional. If you have $50,000 in your pocket right now, and it costs $500 to start this platform, you're not waiting for anybody to come and help you because you're overcompensated, you're overfinanced, and then you're just gonna take action. So why aren't you taking action now? Because you don't value yourself, because you're conditioned not to value yourself. That's the
I know a lot of people like that. I agree with you, man.
So that's the CBT, right? Which is the understanding our negative thought patterns, right? What events in our life in terms of early childhood cultivated these negative thoughts, right? And we've lived habitually with these negative thoughts, so they turn into patterns. And then now we're unable to reach our full potential simply because we just don't have the right mindset or thought patterns to do so.
Right. So the basis of my question is, and I understand it starts with self.
Yeah.
But we want them to unlearn you know what I'm saying, to be basically a reprogramming.
Yeah.